Welcome to this quick training tutorial. Now in this training tutorial, I'm going to show you the basics on how to sending out your first dispute round to try to get a inaccurate judgment removed from your client's credit report. And I'm going to use it using the Client Dispute Manager. Now remember, whenever you're trying to remove a judgment or any public record, you have to get the feedback from your customer. So that feedback comes when you interview the customer. You have to ask questions from your customer pertaining to the judgment. You want to know information, so you got to ask your customer, what is it about this judgment that's inaccurate? Is the docket number wrong? Is the balance owed wrong? Is the filing date wrong? Try to get some information from your customer that will give you a better argument to dispute the inaccurate judgment. So it's very important when you interview your customer for the first time, you want to dig in deep and you want to have them review the judgment listings and look for errors, because see, that's where your argument will begin, is when you first interviewing your customer. Now, removing an inaccurate public record or a judgment is just like anything else. You have to dig deep and find problems with that particular judgment. Now, one of the things you can do if you are using the software here, you can go over to training and then go right here where it says the dispute process. Let's go ahead and click that there. All right, so once we're on the dispute process, if you're new to credit repair and you don't really know a whole lot about disputing inaccurate information, you definitely want to watch the dispute process video. Now, when it comes to finding step-by-step procedures to remove an inaccurate judgment, you can go ahead and click here where it says dispute campaigns. Now, there are some step-by-step procedures that will guide you on how to remove an inaccurate judgment. Now, let's go ahead and tackle two judgments at one time. So we're over here in the customer screen. Let's go ahead and click dispute. And let's go to add item. And as you can see right here, we have a public record, which is Bank One here. And we have Sprint, which is another public record. And both of these are judgments. All right. And they're in all three credit reports. And this is the first time you are seeing this judgment because your customer basically told you information about these two judgments. Now let's go over to Credit Bureau. So all you have to do when you're disputing for the first time or even for the second time and you're disputing inaccurate judgments on your customer's credit report, you have to first determine which type of dispute category are you going to use. Are you going to use dispute flow letters? Are you going to use dispute campaigns? Are you going to use your own letters, which are manual letters? Or are you going to use our general letters? Okay, so you have to determine which category you're going to dispute from. Now, let's just say, for example, we want to just go after this public record. We want to go after this judgment. So we'll use a dispute campaign. So let's go ahead and scroll down here until we find public records judgments. There we go. So right here, these letters are geared 1 through 6 in a certain order to target and go after that inaccurate judgment. So if you were only disputing a judgment, you would use the dispute campaign if that's what you choose. A lot of people use this because it's fast and it's straight to the point. So all you need to do is just click letter there, letter 1. This is your first dispute round that would go out. And let's just go ahead and just select this round 1, and this is going to be set 1. All right. And what we're going to do is we're going to give a dispute reason because, see, our customer gave us detailed reasons on why they feel that this particular judgment is inaccurate. So let's just say the docket number. Let's say the filing date is wrong, and I don't believe that the balance is correct. You see, you can't just say single word phrases like the docket is wrong. You have to explain to the credit bureau why this particular account is inaccurate. And you also got to take the argument from your customer and build it into your argument here. So let's just go ahead and, so we picked a letter here. Okay, so let's go ahead and add a dispute. Now, the next one will be Sprint. So your customer said that they don't owe this balance. I don't owe this balance. Please remove it from my credit report. All right, so again, this will be round one and set one. Let's go ahead and add a dispute. So the next thing you would do, just go to print. And then from there, you will just simply print these letters, and these letters will automatically print out on your printer, and your customer will automatically get an email notifying them of the various dispute letters and judgments that you are disputing on behalf of them. All right, so that was just a quick training tutorial on how to send out your first dispute rounds when you're disputing an inaccurate judgment.